Let's say the verse together. Are you gonna be able to read that? Mm-hmm. Okay. Guys, let's say the verse together and then you guys can keep coloring your card. Hey, make sure you look at your verse, honey. Okay, ready? Be strong and take heart, all you who hope in the Lord. Psalm 31:24. You can. Do you want to copy what Mommy says?
No.
You don't want to? Okay, do you know it? Okay. Be strong and take heart, all you hope in the Lord. Psalm 31:24. Good job. Yay. Okay, eat your oatmeal and then you can color in your card, okay? Ephesians 3:20, with God's power working in us, God can do much, much more than anything we can ask or imagine. In 2013, Tiny Meeker set a world record on the bench press, lifting 1,102 pounds. That's the same weight as a bison. Athletes must train their bodies to do amazing things, but your body does some completely amazing stuff each and every day. Your nose can remember about 1 trillion different smells. Your heart beats about 100,000 times every day, and 36,500,000 times each year.
So, do you remember what I said that the name of the store was?
The name of the guy. Who is the name of the guy? The store of shopping.
Search for me.
Yeah, so it's called, his name was Timothy Eaton.
It's Eaton.
And it was Eaton. Now, this store still exists today.
Really?
In Toronto. It's called the Eaton's Center.
What?
1884, a young geologist named Joseph B. Tyrrell stumbled across a huge animal skull embedded in a riverbank near Drumheller, Alberta. He dug it out and sent it to Ottawa, and there it was identified as a new type of dinosaur, later named Albertosaurus. And this is a quote from him. I stuck my head around a point and there was the skull leering at me, sticking right out of the ground. It gave me a fright. So because it was discovered in Alberta, they called it the Albertosaurus.
What?
Wouldn't it just be simple if that's what they did with all of them? It's like, it'd be a lot easier to remember what they were called. Who remembers the last bug? Ev, do you remember the last bug that we were learning about?
Dragonflies.
Dragonflies.
Next one we are learning about is centipedes. Does a centipede really have 100 legs? What do you think?
Yes.
You do? What do you think?
You know it has 1,000.
No, do you, yes or no?
No.
No.
Do you think?
No.
Everly, do you think it has 100 legs?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Shiloh?
No.
So half and half?
Yeah.
All right.
I really don't know.
The answer is not always.
So we're both kind of right.
So most centipedes have about 300 legs, but some have more than 300 legs.
What's 1,000?
A centipede marches along quickly on its legs up, 2, 3, 4.
Mommy, I found
Yes.
a big one on a log.
You found a big one. They're all big. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies touching the page.
No, I found a big one in all of them.
You did?
Brown.
Yes, I see it. A tropical giant centipede eats frogs, birds, and even bats.
What?
Everything about this is wrong. The fall of 1929, the stock market crashed. Many people lost a lot of money. Many also lost their jobs. It was the start of the Great Depression. Amelia worried about her parents.
Wait, Mommy, we read the other book that had the Great Depression.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when they made like
It was
Snow
the
White.
Walt Disney one.
Yeah, the Walt Disney.
Amelia worried that her parents, who had split up again, her mother was living with Amelia's sister and husband, and Amelia helped out by giving her mother some money every month. Her father was ill, So Amelia bought the log cabin in Los Angeles where he was living. Amelia felt a strong sense of duty to her parents. Okay, so it is currently 11:30. The kids just finished their 15-minute break, so we usually try to get school started, or we're all sitting at the table ready to go by 9 o'clock. Today was more like 9:15. The little girls always straggle down. They're always like the last ones to come down because they are our late night party animals. Ideally, I like to start the morning with like our group, like our morning basket group time, you know? But if they are like, if they're not fully prepared, like today, they were still eating breakfast and stuff like that, I'll kind of take up like Fix-It Grammar with the, like whoever's doing Fix-It Grammar, because that'll be...
She can play songs.
No, we already have music going on downstairs, okay? You guys need to make your beds and get dressed, okay? I'll just kind of like, if there's certain individual work that all my older kids have already started on, because that's usually what they do. Until I come down, they're usually up at around 8 o'clock and they have breakfast and they get dressed and shower or whatever. And then they start into like their morning work, which is stuff they don't need me there for. So things like Fix-It Grammar or Wordly Wise or Explode the Code. They have some critical thinking sheets they do. Now this is not every single one of my kids. I'm just kind of like throwing out things that different kids do, you know, but things like that, like individual devotional time, we do it as a group as well, but they have their own. So things like that, they get started on that. But anyway, and then we do our morning work, like our morning basket time. So today I rotate through a bunch of things. We always do our devotional. I do the, it's Louis Giglio, I think, is the one we do. How Great Is Our God. We also do every Monday our Bible verses. We have Bible verse cards that we do a new one every Monday, and you color them in, and then that's the verse we work on for the week. So we did that as well today. We are currently reading The One and Only Bob, which is like taken from the book / movie The One and Only Ivan. We're working on that book, and we're also going through the Who Was series. Who Was Amelia Earhart is what we're doing now. We did some Canadian history as well as a book about bugs. Sometimes we'll do Canadian animal, like Canadian wildlife. Sometimes we will do some like science trivia cards. There's just all kinds of things we kind of loop through. We did all that, and then the kids worked on a few more things before we took our break. So they were doing math, typing, and my two older kids have some online work that they do for high school. They're all back from their break, and except for the little girl. Everything with the two littlest ones. My littler one is 4, and then my other little girl is 8. They kind of just, I don't mind as much. I don't mind that they're slightly on a different schedule, a little bit on a different schedule. I'm just a little bit more relaxed with them because they don't nearly have, even my 8-year-old, like I can get all her work done by lunch. So they're currently working on like tidying their rooms, making their beds, getting dressed, and then we'll head back downstairs. As for me, I really try to get my bed made and my room tidied before I go downstairs. That did not happen. I did not have a very good night last night. Kind of went to bed late. Like I kind of fell asleep late last night and just didn't sleep well. So I hit snooze a couple times. And I mean, I had enough time to get myself ready, but the bed making and everything had to wait. So I'm gonna do that now because everybody is sort of situated doing their own thing. And then I'll get everybody back downstairs. I have all the good and the beautifuls to work on with like Shiloh, Grayson, and Avia, and Everly. Oh, I have a history lesson I have to do with the older kids. I'm trying to think of like what I have to actually do with them, and math with Avia. And I got some Amazon packages. I'm also expecting a HelloFresh package to come today, so that's very exciting on a Monday. But yeah, I got some Amazon packages. Actually, Amazon and Walmart, because I've been doing, I would say 95% of my Christmas shopping online. I've gotten a few things in store, but for the most part, I kind of just like, I have like multiple sites open, like Amazon, Walmart, Toys R Us. That's for the most part what I will use. And I kind of just wait for things to go on sale, or I just kind of compare prices and stuff. And then, or if something's out of stock, I'll wait. And then I just kind of snag the things as I see them, as they come up, as they go on sale. Enough talking. I'm gonna get all the things done and then I will check back in. All right, my room is picked up, bed is made, I tidied everything up. I actually did a little room rearranging. So this chair here is typically in this corner over here. It's kind of where it's always been. I moved it over here. Now, before you say anything, I know it looks a little bit, like I know it's a little bit crowded. I did move the bed over a tiny bit, but I don't want to, well, I kind of want it to be centered in the wall anyway, but I don't want to crowd Mike out. But I moved it over here because we were talking the other day about, we weren't sure how we were going to move Jake's cage, like when we did the tree. We could technically just put it in front of the tree, but I don't know. I was kind of just going back and forth. Honestly, I don't remember what we did last year. That may have been what we did last year. We have this bed up here for him that we've had for a couple of months now. And at night he comes up here and he'll sleep with us here in our bedroom. We usually let him hang out on the bed with us, like while we're still awake, if we're just reading or watching a show or something like that. But as soon as the lights shut off and we like go to bed, we bring him down. He definitely understands. He just likes being on the bed. So we already had this bed up here and it was over there by me in that corner. We don't have him in the cage as much as you might think. It's more about keeping him out of stuff if we can't keep an eye on him, because he is a lab. That's all I have to say. If we're going out or something like that, he goes to his bed. When we're eating like meals, like we're eating dinner or lunch or whatever, we don't keep him out. So there's certain times like that, whenever we tell him like to go to his bed, he just goes, he doesn't care. So at night though, he has been here in our room and he just hangs out in here. I don't know if it was last year, maybe it was the year before, but I do remember there being a year where we actually moved his crate into the schoolroom, but because we're working on all the things and the schoolroom is a disaster, that doesn't work. So what I thought we would do is move him up, like move his crate up here. So I moved his bed over here for now because I just wanted to make sure that it was like a good spot and it's obviously gonna fit. So I'll probably actually put that in his crate while he's up here. I think that's probably what I'll do. He has one in there now, but I think I'll just put this one in there. And then he'll still be able to come in and out as he wants, like during the night and stuff like that. But anyway, so all that was to say that that is why I moved everything around, because his crate wouldn't fit next to my nightstand. So I did that and it's okay for now. You know, I have my little plant back there, my cozy chair. This is the book I'm currently reading, by the way, in case you want to know. Together by Christmas by Karen Swan. I'm about halfway, well, almost halfway through it. So that's currently what I'm reading, and yeah, so I like it. It's not bad. It looks cozy, right? I think it looks cozy. And I was telling you guys too about like Christmas decor in here, which, you know, we don't do very much. I don't really like to put anything on the nightstands because these are the things we have on our nightstands like all the time. There's not really a lot of room to add more stuff, you know, without it feeling cluttered. So I left that open. And I have my bookshelf there with my little figurines that are always there as well. And these are a volume, like random, you guys are gonna be like, what? Charles Spurgeon sermons that I got not too long ago. You can look it up if you're wondering what it is. But anyway, so I have those up there. So this is pretty much where I put like some stuff. I hung this sign, sleigh rides, cocoa, blankets, cookies. I thought it was really cute. Got this at Michael's, so put that there. Anything that's like not Christmas, I always have here. I added this little thing. You can actually put a little tea light in there if you want. I added this little thing with Christmas carolers. And then this Happy Holidays sign. Down here, I have some books, and I have like this like nativity scene. And that's pretty much it. And then coming up here, this is Mike's dresser. I don't usually have my laptop on here. So because we didn't want to obstruct the TV, I just did these little bottle brush trees over here. That's really it. Everything else is normally there. I'm gonna go finish up now some work with Shiloh and Grayson and what? Yes.
Mom.
Yes.
Go listen to more music.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Okay. You have about 10 minutes, and then you and I are going to work on our work, okay? If you ever were to write it, you would have it in your head that it's a capital.
Oh yeah, that probably makes sense.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because they're names of places?
Capital R-U-S-S-I-A. Capital.
Aren't you in Canada?
Oh yeah, I just did that one over again just to
Okay.
remember a little bit more. Because I just did that one, but I forgot about the capital.
That's okay.
So I just doing that a little bit in my head more. Each evening, when the work was done, the three went down to the village street together. One evening, just at dusk, they found nearly the whole village gathered in front of the peace house next to the church. Leo, the burgomaster's oldest boy.
What do you think is one of God's greatest works?
To make everybody in the whole world and the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly to make the earth.
Yeah. Why should we praise God for his great works?
Because he died on the cross for us.
Because he died on the cross for us? Yeah.
That he helps us.
Mm-hmm. Think of even all the flowers and everything. Like, think of how many different kinds of flowers there are and all their different colors.
He made it all in the whole entire world.
Yeah. And all the different animals and all the different bugs and all the different, like, all the different fish and all the things about them that are different. Their colors, their patterns, their shapes, their sizes, right?
And
yeah.
Some of the birds that he first made didn't get to be like a baby. Because some of them already had to be grown up to make like more and more and more and more and more.
Mm-hmm.